Hey guys, my name is Petey. I hope you're doing awesome, and I want you to come on a journey for a few seconds just with me, and I want you to imagine something for me. Alright, I want you to imagine that we're at the end of the age, like the way end, and I'm talking about the day that we're gonna see this huge battle in the heavenlies between God and His army and Satan and his army. The kingdom of darkness versus the kingdom of light, and what I really want to say you to imagine is, imagine that you're one of the generals, and God has appointed you as one of His generals. He's given you a sword, He's given you armor, He's given you everything that you need for this battle, and you're right alongside Yeshua, Jesus Himself. You're right alongside Him, and you're fighting, and you see the enemy coming, and you're fighting the enemy. You're fighting Satan and his minions, the demons, face to face. When I think of that, I'm just like, well, that would be so amazing, because I am so angry and so frustrated at the enemy. I'm so done with him. I don't know how to say it, but I just want to wreck his kingdom. And I think there's a lot of you guys who feel that way as well. And honestly, I think if you're a Christian, you don't feel like you want to wreck the enemy's kingdom, then there's something wrong, and we need to talk about that. But for those of us who want to do that, and who can really connect with me in terms of, yes, I would love to just kill the enemy's kingdom, and I want to tell you that you don't have to wait until that day to do it. Because a lot of us, we would say, yeah, I would love it, but what if I told you that right now, man, right now, you can be used mightily, and in as real as I just spoke about in the heavenlies, and as a real manner as that, you can be used now. And what I want to say, I want to demonstrate that to you, because I have had an experience like that, and I want to tell you about that. Now, I want to actually just specifically talk about a demon that I dealt with about a month ago with a dear brother in Christ overseas, and I wanna just share with you the experience that I had, because it really opened my eyes. It was extremely, I always believed in demons, and I've always believed in the spiritual realm, and I've heard a lot of stories and testimonies about that, but when you experience something like that in person, what I'm going to talk about now, it changes everything, man. And I just realized how the power and the absolute loving relationship, because of our loving relationship with God and Yeshua, if you've got an intimate relationship with Him, you can absolutely be right next to Him and destroy the enemy's kingdom alongside Him in that manner. Okay, so what happened is, I had this brother, and he was in witchcraft. He had witchcraft in the family. He had a past of witchcraft, a lot of things like that going on, but now he's given his life to Christ. He's free, and he just wants to follow Yeshua, but he doesn't want to have these things holding him back anymore, because he has had problems with demons manifesting through him. All right, and let me just wreck this thing right now. There's people that say Christians can't have demons. That's nonsense, man. There's a lot of Christians who struggle with demons, and it's more common. I think there's so many Christians who don't even know they've got demons, who struggle with demons. But that's past the point. He was struggling, and he was really following Christ. And then I just started praying for him, and I was like, yeah, cool, let's deal with it. I started praying for him. I started calling up any spirits of witchcraft to leave him. And it was so quick. He just started manifesting after like the first prayer. He started manifesting a demon, and he kind of came in and out. Like the demon kind of manifested, then he's back, and then the demon comes and he's back. And it really is, it was amazing, because what happened was, I was busy trying to cast this demon out for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I was just like, nothing was really shifting. I was really struggling, and I was getting a little frustrated, because he was really hard-headed, the demon. And what happened was, I tried something new, something I've never tried before. And what I said is, I told the demon, now listen to me. I told him, I command you in the name of Yeshua to look at his face right now. I command you to look at him right now. That's exactly what I told the demon. And as I said that, immediately the demon was kind of forced, and he gazed up like this, and he was looking in a specific place into the room, and he's kind of staring in anguish and absolute terror on his face. he was staring at this, at well, what I really believe was Yeshua, and then he would stare for a few seconds. He would look away, and he would scream. He would say, "It burns, it burns. I don't want to look. It burns," And then I would just command him again to look at Yeshua. I command you to look at Yeshua, and then he would again, very hesitantly, but kind of be forced, and he looked again, every single time that happened, I could just see the terror in his eyes of looking at Yeshua, because Yeshua is holy. You see, that's the thing, man, and Yeshua is righteous, and the most amazing thing for me is, I would speak to Yeshua. I would say, Yeshua, Lord, while he was looking, Lord, tell him what he needs to do, Lord, tell him he needs to leave, and then the demon just started really, really, really freaking out, and I would ask Yeshua to torture the demon out of the person, to get the demon to get out, to do whatever needs to be done to get the demon out. And it was this communion, this relationship warfare, me alongside Yeshua, getting this demon out of this person. And it was, and a lot of people would be like, oh, well, that's so weird. Why would Yeshua not just do it alone? Jesus wants to do it with us. He chooses to do this in relationship next to us, cast demons out. He wants to do it that way, and I would say, and the demon, when I said, one of the times I told the demon, listen to what he tells you. Listen to what he tells you. And then the demon told me, I don't want to get tortured. I don't want to go to the pit. That's what he told me. I never mentioned the pit or anything like that to the demon, but the demon came to me and he told me, I don't want to go to the pit. Don't send me there. And what was really noteworthy in this experience for me was, in the beginning, this demon was a really kind of puffed up, really prideful, very like, I'm big and I'm strong and I'm all these things and whatever. And by the end, he was literally, I don't know how to explain it, other than to say, he was literally acting like a baby. He was this really huge, big, kind of acting big thing in the beginning, and he was being kind of, I want to say, hit by the attack that we've been pushing his way, and he became like this little baby. And right before he left, he told me a few things. He said, "You're destroying our kingdom. You're destroying our kingdom." That's what he said. And he also said, right before he left, he said, "You have no manners." and it's literally that thing. The reason I think that he said something like that is because he was literally, his personality was being so squished, and that he was starting to act like a baby. So right after the demon left, and how I knew the demon left is, there was just my brother in Christ. He just came back, and he was feeling very, very tired, very, exhausted by the whole ordeal, and he couldn't remember anything that happened. He just remembered flashes, but he doesn't remember the demon himself saying any of the stuff that I just said. The demon said he doesn't remember. It was kind of like he flashed out, and he just doesn't remember any of it. And it was amazing, because when at the way in, he had this amazing huge smile on his face, and he was just like, I feel free, man. And he was like, I think really on the bridge. I think we kind of cried together about how amazing it was, because Yeshua was in that room, and Yeshua, and when I say he was in the room, I'm not just making a cliche. Yeshua was in the room, and the demon was looking at him, and the demon was being terrified by him, and we worked in communion. Me and Yeshua worked in communion to get this demon out. I want to tell you that it's something that God wants us to operate in, and He wants us to operate in it with Him. He wants to be included, and He wants to include us. He wants to make this a thing of relationship. When you, like I said in the beginning, man, I want to fight alongside my King. What an honor it is for Yeshua, for Jesus, for God, to be like, I choose to use PD or you or whoever. I choose to use my son. I choose to use you to come aside me so we can destroy the works of the devil together. Now, how amazing is that, guys? And doesn't that just encourage us to be like, whoa, let's go get some demons, man. Let's go get them and cast them out and get them and torture them for, and get them out. Get them out of our way. Get them out of the way of people. Get them people free, man. Because they've been torturing us. So it's time to for us to get them out. For us to send them to where they belong. And that's not in the bodies of believers or unbelievers, of anyone. All right. Now, guys, I know this is a really weird one. This is really out there and all of that. But I wanted to share that with you because there's no one else really talking about this stuff, and I think it's needed so that you can kind of be prepared when you get in these situations with a demon or whatever. So you don't be scared of them, man. They're nothing. Don't be fazed by them. They're little babies, and all that they want to do and all that they can do is try and scare you. Everything that they say, they do. I mean, I remember the demon, he actually told me a few things like, I'm a prince, or, there's many of us, or, I'm a legion, or whatever. All of these things he will tell you so he can get you afraid, so he can place a fear in you, so he can get you to just stop, because he's actually, in reality, he's terrified, man. A demon is terrified of us if we know who we are and if we walk in the authority that Yeshua gave us. Yeshua didn't die and go through all that torture for us so that we can just be like, whatever. He did it so that we can walk in that authority and pick up our cross and follow him and destroy the works of the enemy. The word says that Yeshua came to destroy the works of the devil. Isn't it time for us to walk as he walked and do the same? Isn't it time? I say, arise, the time has come. Let us go and let us destroy the kingdom of darkness, and let us stop being afraid like little kids about the kingdom of darkness, because the reality is that Satan is defeated and that we should stop being afraid of him. Yeshua died so we can do this, man. Does that not shake you that Yeshua was whipped for us to get this inheritance, but yet we do not use it? Yet we are lukewarm. We are not picking up our crosses. We're not casting out demons. We're afraid. We say, we're so afraid. Oh, they're going to backlash. They're going to attack us. Oh, Satan is so powerful. No, Satan is not powerful. Let's stop giving him the credit, because he doesn't deserve any of it. And we are giving him way too much credit by saying, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's stop saying watch out for the kingdom of darkness, and let's start saying, kingdom of darkness, watch out for us. Because God is raising an army that is going to shake this earth and shake the kingdom of darkness. So guys, man, God is amazing. So come on, let's do this, guys. It's time for us to pick up our swords, which God has given us. Stop letting it just lay there on the ground, not using it. Let us pick up the tools, the swords that God gave us, the weapons that God gave us, healing the sick, casting out demons, speaking in new tongues, all of these gifts, all of these things that God gave us as tools to destroy the kingdom of darkness. If someone tells you that we shouldn't do those things anymore, man, that's demonic doctrine, because just a demon would tell you that we shouldn't heal the sick anymore. Just a demon would tell you that we shouldn't cast devils out of people. Just a demon would say that and teach that, and that is the teaching of demons. So let us stop listening to that traditional teachings that say that we shouldn't walk in these things and it's just for the pastor and the prophet and whoever. Let's stop listening to those demonic teachings, because it's been passed down from demons so that we can be useless for the kingdom and lukewarm for the kingdom. Alright guys, may God bless you and keep you. I hope this encourages you and gets you on fire to go and just do this thing, man. God is there. He's alongside you. It's a process. You're going to learn. The more you do it, you're going to get better at doing it, at casting out demons. It's a process. Just like anything, you learn as you go. But God is alongside you. Yeshua is right alongside you. And you need to put your faith in him. If I did not truly believe when I told that demon, look at Yeshua. If I did not believe that Yeshua was in that room, the demon would not have looked. It is so important for us to actually have faith, and out of that place of faith, command things to happen. Right, because God gave us authority, man. Right, guys, may God bless you and keep you. Have an amazing day. My name is Petey, and I'll see you in the next video.